Hey guys, good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. I wanted to take a minute and make a video for a couple different reasons. One, I wanted to thank everyone who's been joining us on our Zoom calls and doing the best they can to keep their training up. I know it hasn't been easy for you guys, but I commend your persistence in keeping on your self-development, even through these troubling times. I also wanted to reach out and talk to you guys who haven't been joining us yet on any classes, or maybe not as many classes. And I know, it's because it's hard. And at this point, regardless of whether group you're in, I know this, now you might be kind of feeling upset with yourself. It might be hard to get moving. You might have noticed you put on a little bit of weight. You might be lethargic, and you're not happy about it, and that's okay. But it's not time to kind of sit in that stew. So what I encourage you to do, joining me in in thinking about how motion creates emotion. Okay, and now it's time. If you haven't been that active as much as you've wanted to, and you're not really happy about it, now is the time. Just right now, just break free of that and get moving again, and start improving your emotional state. And once you do, you'll start getting a little more momentum built up, and you're going to feel better about yourself. And if you haven't been training as actively as you hope, then who cares about that? Don't regret that. But now is the time we need to be moving forward and keeping some of these habits going. Okay. If you need any help with any of this process, with maybe you don't think you learn as well on the Zoom classes, and everyone has trouble with that. But the difference is, some people they strive for and they do it anyway. So if you need any help with that, please reach out to us and let us know. Whether you're having technical difficulty, whether you're having learning difficulty because of the different format, we're here to help you. But if you don't let us know, then we can't help with that. But I did work with a student recently that was thinking that they couldn't do this and it's too difficult. Because they reached out, I was able to work with them and get them back on track. And now they've got some more momentum. So I encourage you to reach out to us, but it's not the time to kind of shut away and to be upset with yourself. So this is a call to action to you, to remind you that motion creates emotion. If you just sit there and you're not moving, it's not going to get any easier for you. So we want to help you make the best of the situation by keeping these positive habits going. Okay, now is an awesome time to do that. And I'm not just saying that, but it's a really exciting time for us at Niagara Kung Fu, for all of us. Okay, it might not seem that way right now, but trust me, it is. Some of you have heard me talk about our plans for the future before, some of you haven't. So either way, I want to share a little bit more of that with you now, okay? Our plans are going forward in the future to build a new school, a new location that's going to be an awesome facility, but also a statement for everyone that we want to be working on our own self-cultivation. We want to be, accountable for ourselves and developing ourselves as people in order to, enrich the community around us, right? And I just had a call today with our architect who has finished drawing up these plans, which are awesome, very exciting, and it shows we're going forward with this. I'll pull it up really quick and I'll show you some examples of the drawings that we were able to pull up on what we have. So this is, some conceptual drawings we've been working on over the past, several months, and we haven't stopped just because, the situation is not ideal right now. Black sashes don't do that. You keep going, right? You don't stop just because barriers get in our way. But this is a very exciting project, and we want you guys to be involved in this, okay? I'm so happy and honored that you guys have been with us through this, on everything that we're doing. But I encourage you, don't stop now just because things aren't ideal. We got to keep going through this, and I want you guys to be a part of this. Okay, this is something that we're working on for all of our students, and I want you to be a part of it. But if we don't keep up our training now, and we sit in a rut, we're going to just fade away into old habits, and we're not going to be working on all the values and the positive self-direction that we've talked about. Okay, so I want you to be a part of that, but please, you got to join me, and you got to get out of your comfort zone. And even though this is not a comfortable situation, we still got to do the best that we possibly can to work on our own self-cultivation for, not just for ourselves, but to be good, positive leaders through our example, through family, through the rest of our community. Okay, so please join me in that. And like I said, get on the Zoom calls if you haven't already. It's not too late. We're still going to be working like this for a little while. And you can't wait for things to go back to normal in order to work on this stuff, okay? We've got to start doing the best with what we can right now. You got to do what you can with what you have, okay? So please join me on your class tonight or tomorrow. If you need any help, please reach out. Okay, but don't let that be a barrier, the excuse why you don't keep working on your Kung Fu, on your self-development, on your path to Black Sash and beyond. Okay, thanks for watching this, guys, and I hope to see you in class very soon.